What pseudo fact do you wish people would stop using? That OCD is perfectionism, it is not. This misconception impact people with OCD. People think it's not so bad, but it is. People die because of OCD, people commit suicide over it. It is not a silly little thing, it is very serious in a lot of cases. I have cleanliness OCD and my skin is broken, rough, and unbearable to touch. You do have OCD with perfectionism, OCPD. OCPD is not just perfectionism but is different from OCD, it has several other symptoms. Please stop using OCD as perfectionism, you are actively harming people by spreading this. I will admit I did this too only because I thought OCD meant perfectionism. Now that I have it I don't. It is just horrible to have. Edit, additions. Stella Liebeck, who sued McDonald's cause the coffee was hot, was not just an idiot or lawsuit happy. The coffee was required by the employee manual to be between 180 to 190 degrees, WTF, she got third-degree burns that she needed surgeries and skin grafts for, she underwent treatment for 2 years, McDick's had over 700 complaints of serious burns from coffee, that they ignored. She asked for $20,000 to cover her medical bills and they refused and offered her $800. She sued and won and the jury awarded her $2.7 million, but the judge reduced it to $640,000 and they ended up settling for an undisclosed amount. She was permanently disfigured, disabled for 2 years, and people make fun of her. Don't touch baby birds/animals, the mom will reject them. This is absolutely not true at all. If you see a baby bird that fell out of its nest, you can place it back and mom will still feed it. I personally had to place a baby bunny back in its nest after my dog disturbed it and mom still came back even with the smell of my dog near the nest. Mother animals are more dedicated to their babies than you think and won't ignore them just because they may smell a little weird. The psychology of the power stance, If you stand like Superman for a minute your confidence/energy/whatever boosts. The science on it is shitty, and the person who discovered the power stance makes a fuck ton of money doing speaking events for folks who get off on pop psychology. It has led to a significant ethics debate in the psych community, that people who get money from speaking events should be ethically obligated to publicly claim the amounts. Because shit like this happens, people do bad science, and instead of backing down once it's been credibly refuted, they stubbornly insist the science is good so they can keep making money. I'm not sure if this counts, but the saying "the customer is always right" is the most obnoxious and incorrect use of any phrase or fact. The idea is thus. A hat store has always sold only black hats, but a new shop on the other side of the street has opened and they sell both black hats and red hats. All of a sudden the first shop isn't as busy anymore. The idea is that the first shop realized that they need to be selling red hats too. The saying is about being able to sell what is in demand and then still offering all the other choices. If someone steps into a store and can't buy the item they are looking for, why aren't you selling it? It's got nothing to do with being an arsehole and saying it to get your way. Sorry, rant over. We only have 5 senses. And #X200B. Sources: https://www. The Naked Scientists. com/articles/interviews/myth. You have 5 senses #text equals but %20 at %20 might %20 surprise %20 you 5% 20 down %20 to %20 just %23. https://www. The Naked Scientists. com/articles/interviews/myth. You have 5 senses #text equals but %20 at %20 might %20 surprise %20 you 5% 20 down %20 to %20 just %23. https://www. New York Times. com/1964/03/15/archives/ We have more than 5 senses most people take the faculties of. HTML, https://www. New York Times. com/1964/03/15/archives/ we have more than 5 senses most people take the faculties of. HTML. https://www. Health. com/blog/wellness/humans 5 senses/ https://www. Health. com/blog/wellness/humans 5 senses/ People did not dump their poop on the street in the Middle Ages. That fact comes mostly from a drawing in a book where a woman is dumping her chamber pot on a group of musicians to get rid of them at night. What was dumped in the street was just wastewater from washing. Yes, people washed themselves, another myth, and cleaning, etc. Add even that was forbidden by law in many towns. Urine was an important good for tanning and could be sold to the tanners. Poop was a valued fertilizer and could also be sold as well. There were public latrines in the cities that might have stunk a bit. But the claim that people just shat and pissed anywhere they wanted is nonsense. The whole thing about fertility falling off by the time you're 35. Not true in the slightest, and the stats they do use aren't untrue, just obscenely misleading. For example, they say that the chance of miscarriages and birth defects double. But they don't mention that that statistic refers to a 1 to 5% chance in an average, healthy adult woman. Do the math, and that still barely reaches over 10%. I know of women who have had no form of fertility interference having children well into their 40s. Woman shrugging. Wolves have this whole alpha/beta/omega thing going on. This was perpetuated by a researcher in Switzerland based on observations of captive wolves that prior to being put into a zoo, had no connection to each other. In real-life wolf pack, really the whole alpha thing is more demonstrative of incarceration and weird social shiz that humans force on the natural world than anything actually natural.